I saw someone put a one in there. Paula, let me come over to you, Paula. Let me just close this out here and I'll come back over here. Let me find your mic here, Paula. If you want to say hello, let me find you on our list. Paula, if you'd like to say hi, you can go ahead and unmute if you'd like to.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you for having us. And yeah, happy to be here and learn. See what we can get
Sure.
out of this.
All right, awesome. What's kind of your realm in sales? What products or services do you sell?
So we sell identity theft and legal services to individuals, business owners, and we offer as an employee benefit
Okay,
to companies.
got it. So identity theft. What's typically your we always talk about videos having a hook. What's typically your hook in the pitch to a business owner?
Oh gosh, that's a big question. Is your business and your personal matters, an exposure? Are they going to get hacked? And what do you have in place for protection?
Okay. And then the employee benefit side, what's kind of the hook to that one?
So we're one of the fastest employee benefit companies in the nation, offering the best identity theft and legal services.
Okay. Because I think and I'm going to show this today, but with recording these videos and sending them, the hook is so important with these. And also just kind of the differentiating the message in terms of the audience. Do you usually get lead lists, Paula, or do you reach out on LinkedIn, or how do you typically get your leads? Paula, can you hear me okay?
I'm so sorry, I lost you for a second there.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I asked, do you have lead lists that you get for your leads, or do you reach out on LinkedIn, or do you do cold? Is it warm? What does that look like from leads?
Honestly, I'm all over the place. So social media, LinkedIn. I already have a established business, so I get a lot of referrals.
Okay.
So kind of everywhere, really.
Okay. Well, that's great. Well, because those are three different things you can do. So in the training today, I'll show the LinkedIn outreach you can do that's been effective. The referrals are great. A nice little quick video introducing yourself is really good as well. So it's a simple way to record that. So we'll have the different styles of ways to record. Um, did you see us from a referral, Paula, or like an ad? Did you see about recording videos or about an AI? What kind of brought you here?
Well, I've been with you guys for, gosh, a couple of years. I've been a member. So, I record videos from time to time, but I know I'm not utilizing it to its full potential, obviously.
Did you end up getting your account set up at all, Paula? Like you have your logo and all your stuff and everything, your buttons?
No, I don't think I do, to be
Okay.
honest.
Well, then we'll drop a link in the chat for you, and this is going to be I'll put this link in here right now. Let me grab it. We do an optimization setup for everybody that ends up subscribing to Dubb, whether it's Pro or Pro Plus. So I'm going to put this on here. So obviously, if it's been a while, then you might want to get that done because that'll help.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah, and I'll just put that in the chat. Okay, well, look, I'm going to run through the basics here, and then also I'm going to talk about the relationship of Dubb AI, Dubb Agent, in relation to the Dubb Studio. So that's our AI tool that the team launched about, God, a couple months now. And it's really related to Dubb Studio in terms of having it doing tasks. So do you know about that part at all, Paula?
I don't.
Okay, so I'll cover that so you can see what the deal is with that. It's separate in terms of a sign up. There's a 7-day free trial for 25,000 AI credits, but the studio and AI agent are kind of connected in terms of working with each other. So we'll explain that. Cool. Well, good to meet you, Paula. Thanks for taking the time to come in. And this recording will be on our YouTube support channel. We'll put that link in the chat. And if you have any questions along the way, and this is for everybody here as well, feel free to put it in the chat. We have Ina here from our team who's just popped in. She's fantastic with every corner of the software. So if you do have questions as we're kind of moving along, feel free to pop them in there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I apologize because I'm driving here, so I was kind of in and out. So I apologize I wasn't fully
No,
engaged
that's
here.
okay. Hey, driving's the most important thing. Just pretend you're listening to an audiobook and then just look at the
I know,
visuals later
right?
on YouTube. So
Sounds
you're
good.
looking at a screen now. Imagine a screen. Now imagine someone waving. No, I'm kidding. Okay, there we go. Well, good to meet you, Paula.
Likewise. Thanks so much.
Yeah. And anybody else? I think that is there anybody else new here? Is anybody else put a one in the chat? If you're new, if you're just popping in as we were talking there, if you can put a one in that chat, let us know if you're new. That would be great. Two if you're returning. Thanks for putting that in there. I saw a two in there as well. Thank you so much for that. Doug, you've been with us a while. Thanks so much, Doug. If anybody has any questions as we're moving here, definitely pop them in that chat and then we'll kind of reconvene after a little bit. Just going to cover some of the basics here for everybody. And then for the folks that are returning, it's like going to the gym and getting the reps. Okay, so let me share my screen and let's talk about a couple things here. Okay. So when we talk about dub videos and we talk about what someone sees when they get the video, this is one of the most important things in terms of sending videos with dub. Now, this one right here was recorded with the basic webcam recorder. I have the Dub mobile app on my phone. There's a whiteboard feature where you can type a message. And in this example, I've typed the hook on there. So we're saying, what's your hook? It's the example, but we talk about the hook all the time. You got to have a hook with these videos. Now, when you have your hook, then you can decide on what kind of video you want to create with Dub Studio. This one, webcam video, basic webcam recorder, Dub mobile app on the phone. One of the most basic ways you can communicate with someone. This is great for referrals. Maybe you're just introducing yourself to someone. You got referred over to someone, and maybe there's a certain setup you need for the meeting, like, hey, remember this thing. It's a nice little quick message you can send. The webcam is great for direct messaging like this. What you're seeing is a repeated animated preview. So when you hit record with Dub, first 3 seconds is going to repeat as your animated preview. And that's what that will look like right here. Now, from the webcam, you do have options here. I mean, we have the ability now to put a video behind you and a still image, so you can drop that behind. You'll notice in this example from the webcam, I don't have a hook because I feel really strongly that the image behind or the video behind is strong enough hook for someone to want to click. If that's the case, then all you got to do is just will turn, come right back to the camera, and it would make sense if that hook is strong enough just by the image. Now you can do both if you want to. You can absolutely have your hook in front and have what's in behind be the context. So context behind, hook in front, that works really well if you want to do that combination from the webcam. Also, in terms of screen recordings, these are great for visuals. So this one here was done with the Dub Chrome extension. It's our browser-based screen recorder. Just Google Dub Chrome extension, three-step process to pin it in the browser, and you're able to put yourself right on top of something and visually walk someone through. The key to these things is, use some of the tools, use the annotation for the arrows, move yourself around, put yourself in a cool spot so someone sees this. Like this example here, I'm right next to the title because I want someone to see the title of the article, market forecast. But I also have that additional hook sitting right inside that bubble. I'm holding up the whiteboard for that hook. So something to think about in terms of where you're placed, shape, and messaging right there. But if you're looking to visually walk someone through something inside your browser, the Dub Chrome extension is a really, really powerful way to do it. Now, we also have the Dub desktop app. So that's another screen recorder. You can just Google Dub desktop app, download it from Mac or PC. And this gives you the ability with the desktop app to put yourself on top of anything within your computer. So Chrome extension was browser based. This can go on top of anything that you want to show. So whether it's a video, a slide deck, on top of a site, a document, whatever you want. And you have the ability with the desktop app to crop. So I could do crop around something that I want specifically to show it, like I've done here. I don't have to show the whole page. I can just show this part right here. And I also could go landscape orientation. I could go portrait orientation for social media, the vertical format. So very specific in terms of the boundaries of what you want to show, and you can push yourself in like I've done right here. So also really cool with the desktop app, it records in clips. So you can record a bunch of clips, merge them together in one video, and then you save it into the platform. So screen recorders in general, Dub Chrome extension browser-based, Dub desktop app not browser-based can go on top of anything. Now, the last way to record is with the mobile app. So this right here, something as simple as typing the hook on the screen as you're kind of introducing yourself to someone works really, really well. You also can use a virtual background. So you can do something that looks like this, where you can drop a video or an image behind you. So if you do a screen recording on your phone or you take some screen grabs on your phone, just throw it behind you and you'll be able to have it behind you like that. And you can also add some text on the screen like you see right here. You also can do picture in picture. So this is a part of the mobile app that uses both cameras on the phone. So really, really good for obviously property walkthroughs because you can react to what's happening right in front of you. Good for local prospecting. You can do it if you're at a conference or an event, you're talking about what's going on, do it as a social post. You can sit right in front of your computer and pull up someone's profile or website or all the different scenarios we just talked about, and you can lean right in and talk about what you're showing. You also can do, if you're with a client, you can do a nice little personal back and forth video testimonial combo where you could have them sit across from you, put this on a selfie stick, record, and you can have a nice little combo that you can end up, posting, which is pretty cool. So, Dubb mobile app, Dubb, Dubb app, picture-in-picture functionality right there. Now, when you do record these videos, you got to remember when someone clicks on it, it's about their experience. So you got to make sure that you have on your landing page, your customized landing page that we call a preset in Dubb terms. Want to make sure you got your logo, the video you recorded, playlist videos. If you have additional educational videos that are already pre-recorded, ready to go, have it play right after. It's a seamless run-in. If you haven't done it already, it's a cool idea to record your pitch video. Just one video, you record the video one time. It's about you, your product, your services, your background, your experience, and it will always play right after this initial video. So it's a nice run-in to the next thing, and you only need to record it once because these first videos you record are all about that hook that you're promising that person. So when the video begins, you want to get right into that. And then I wouldn't go longer than a minute. Keep them short, get in, get out, have them take an action. If you do have video testimonials, this is a good spot to have them in the playlist because it kind of, completes the experience here. Now, when you told someone to take an action, that's all about these buttons right here called call to action buttons, your CTAs. So booking a time in someone's calendar is probably the most popular button in sales, but you also could have them visit your site. They could download a document, a listing agreement, a contract. They could fill out a form. You could have a link to an external form. They can check out a case study. They can email you back. They can leave a review. There's a number of choices here. If you do have multiple buttons, just put them in order of importance from left to right. This button right here, reply with video, I mean, it's cool. Sometimes people reply with a video if you let them know about it. But most of the time, this is really good for getting video testimonials. So if you do want to collect a video testimonial from someone, just record, a nice heartfelt video asking for the testimonial. And then all you have to do is below it, have that button reply with video. So when you say, hey, this is Rob. Thank you so much for using Dubb. Would love to tell your story to other folks. All you have to do is just click that reply with video button below and let me know what you think about the platform or whatever questions you ask, video gets sent back to you. You get a notification that you have a video reply inside the platform, and then you make it part of the playlist. And this is the experience you want to have right here that's worked really well over the years. The last part over here is your AI assistant called Sia. Now, this is really cool because when people land on your page, if they do have questions, they can get them answered in real time. So you can already have sitting here some FAQs that people normally ask. They can interact with the AI. When the AI does give the answer, it is going to want to keep the momentum going. So it doesn't want to stall things. It wants to keep things moving forward. So it's going to give the answer, but then it's going to remind the person, listen, are you ready to book a time in the calendar or whatever next step you want them to take from over here? It'll push for that over here. Now you can create these AIs, these SIAs, these sales interactive assistants inside your Dubb dashboard. And all you have to do is give them individual website link pages. It will physically learn what's in text on the page. You can give them a PDF. You can do one or the other, or you can do both. And then this will be educated on what you needed to know, and it'll help things move forward right from the page. Now, in your industry, you always want to have different preset landing pages for different parts of your audience. So if you were in mortgage and you had different kinds of mortgage clients, you want different pages. Same things for real estate, finance, coaching, consulting, insurance, recruitment, whatever the industry is, you want to have different pages that speak to those different folks specifically. And that has worked really well over the years. Now, if you've been on a paid plan and you haven't had your optimization set up yet, because when you go from free trial to paid, our team meets you in Zoom and helps you set up the things you see right here. So I put the link in the chat earlier. So just book your time with the team if you have not had that done yet and you're on a paid account. That's really important. Plus, all of this is tracked. So did someone open the email? Did they watch the video? Did they interact with the buttons? Did they interact with the AI? Did they just view the page? What does the activity reporting look like so you can follow up in a very, very, very powerful way? That's really important. Now, all of these recordings were done inside of Dubb Studio, which is what we call this right here, Dubb.com, Dubb Studio. This is where you create the videos, create the buttons, the pages, do the sending, bulk sending. You have automation in here if you have Pro Plus with Dubb. All of that is created in here. Now, we have our Dubb agent, which is Dubb AI over here. So Dubb Studio, that's where we are right here. That's what we just covered. This is the AI tool called Dubb Agent. Now, if you started your journey, whether it was starting here, dubb.com, and you got a free trial, or whether it was starting here at ai.dubb.com and you got a free trial there, both areas are connected to one another if you have both. Now, what you do over here is if you have both, you just tap in here, click to Dubb Agent, and it's going to pop you over here. And then you're able to communicate with your new best friend, which is Dubb Agent. Now, Dubb Agent does the doing, as we like to say. So, unlike just strategizing and writing, you can physically tell, type it out, to do things. Like, for instance, since it's connected to Dubb Studio, I could say, you know what, Dubb Agent, do me a favor. Go find that video I recorded in my video library. I want to send it to somebody. It's going to go find it. You know what? I want you to update a contact I have in Dubb Studio because I use it as my CRM. It can do that. You know what? I want activity reporting on that video that I recorded. Anybody watched it yet? It can deliver that for you. So it has access to Dubb Studio. I want to record a webcam video. Can you give me the link? Yeah, it absolutely can do that. So it's totally connected to Dubb Studio. Now, outside of Dubb Studio, what other activities can it do? Well, one of the biggest things it can do is it can do nice personalized sending of information, sending emails, personalized copy. It can also go back through your email and check for any missed sales opportunities that could be sitting in there. So you could say, hey, listen, and you can use specific language within your industry, but I need to find some missed sales ops. It's going to go to your email and it's going to find them. And when it does, it's going to list them out for you. And anytime you tell Dubb AI or Dubb Agent to do something for you, it is going to give you three logical next steps to take things further, regardless of what it is. So they're really nice suggestions once the task is done. Now, the other thing that Dubb Agent can do is it can generate leads. And this is something that, Claude and ChatGPT can't do on this aspect. And the reason Dubb Agent can do it is because of the marketplace relationships that the team built on the backside and the APIs. So all of it is brought here with this ability. So just tell Dubb Agent who your ICP is. We talk about this in Dubb Studio all the time. You need to have a hook, but you also have to let the AI know who your people are, what industry you're in, why you're reaching out, what's the value, what action do you want them to take. So if you want leads, this is a great way to generate them. Just describe, like we did right here, who these people are. And then it's going to go out, find you the leads. And then once you have the leads, then you're going to tell Dubb Agent to verify their information. What's safe to send, what is not safe to send. And then once that's done, you want to add them to your CRM. And then you have some nice clean contacts ready to go. And notice Dubb Agent wants to take things further. Do you want me to create a deal, draft some personalized scripts getting ready to go? Do you want to do a follow-up sequence? All of that makes sense. Now, so it's a three-step process. You can go find new leads. Describe Dubb Agent the leads that you're looking for. It will go find them, verify the information, add it to your CRM. Those are three really powerful steps to get new leads and then drop them into wherever you want to drop them in. Now, Dubb Agent also does reminders. We call them routines, right? These are recurring tasks that you want to have done. In this case, I just did, I usually remember to do all this, but it says, can you create create a routine to remind me to do one social video and one Dubb ad for both Dubb AI, which is Dubb Agent, and Dubb.com, which is Dubb Studio. And so you can set up routines that you want done, whether you want a report delivered to you, whether you want your email checked, whether you want the low-hanging fruit in your CRM delivered every day. What do you want to have done? It can do that in a recurring routine. It also can create assets for you. Now, this is a real estate example, but this could be anything. Maybe you want a one-page sales or whatever industry that you're in, a doc you want to create. It can do this for you. Maybe you want to give it a URL, create a little slide deck. It can do that for you. So think about what asset do you want to give it to create from the information that you're providing. So in this case, it provided a nice little quick little CMA, little one-page CMA. And if you want to do multiple pages, you can just describe it as multiple pages, but typically that's what it will look like right there. So Dubb Agent has the ability to do these things for you, whether it is sending personalized emails, cleaning up your email, checking your email for missed opportunities, generating a list of leads from your description of your ideal client profile, verifying them, adding them to your CRM, enriching them with notes, getting ready to create a sequence. It can also create routines and it can create assets. And that's really powerful stuff that it can do right in here. And all you have to do is just type what you want it to do right down here in the chat box. Now, how it has access to do these things that we just looked at, that's all about integrations, which is right over here. So, and this is something when you have a one-on-one booking with the team, if you have free trial, we can help you set this stuff up. You'll notice right here at the top, these are very popular integration softwares that people use, right? So what you want to think about is, what software do I use on a daily basis that I want to hook up? Down here are the most popular ones that we have listed right in here that are very, very popular for folks. So you can make your way through this list and just click the connect button to connect it. Because you're like, you know what? I use Microsoft Excel. I'm going to connect that. I use my Outlook calendar. I'm connecting that. I use my Google Drive. I'm going to connect that. So just make your way through this nice short list right here. Look for your CRM. Hey, go high level. I can connect that right here. You want to give Dubb Agent access to the software that you use so it can go in there and do the things that we just talked about. It can't check your email unless it has access. It can't drop the leads into your CRM if it doesn't have access. This gives it access by connecting it. And you can just search for your software right in here. Just type what you're looking for and then click connect. Now, if for some reason you can't find what you're looking for, isn't that a song? Can't find what I'm looking for. You can create a custom integration. And all you have to do is go to the Dubb, just go here, go to the dashboard, the chat. You always click new chat. That'll bring you to the dashboard. And just type in, please create a custom integration for XYZ software because you couldn't find it. And then it'll show you what it's doing. It'll explain what it's doing, showing its work. And basically, you end up at the end of the day having to provide an API key that you can put in there, and it will create a custom integration for you. And then you'll have it. And then it will be listed right over here in custom integrations. As you can see, we had to set up a few of them in here. So search in here inside integrations, find from the list right down here at the bottom, right? All the top ones at work, click the ones that you want to connected, and then search for the ones you want to find. So once you do that, now Dubb Agent has access to the softwares that you use. The next part of it is giving it a skill level, which is right over here. So if we click skills, this is a nice list right up here at the top. You have a general category and you have all of the industries in here. If you ever don't see your industry, let us know, we can add it. But from a general category, start turning on switches that make sense in terms of what you want Dubb Agent to do. When you flip the switch on, it gives it the ability and the green light on the backside with its abilities and powers and relationships and marketplaces and APIs to do these things at a very, very high level. We saw with the lead generation example that email verification is very important. So make sure that's turned on. If you do a lot of lead gen, turn that switch on. So start scrolling through here and say, you know what? I do a lot of email and newsletter delivery. I'm going to make sure that's on. Sales follow-up. Yeah, let's turn that on. Testimonial collection. Definitely. Let me turn that on. Sales script writing, let's flip that on. So turn on what makes sense in here. Then go to your industry. Let's say I'm over here in automotive, right? And I'm like, you know what? I want to put on the lease end conversion. I'm putting that on test drive follow-up. I'm turning that button on. What if I'm over here in consulting? And I'm like, you know what? I want to turn on project status report. That's really important. How about an executive summary writer? I want that on. What if I'm in real estate? FISBO's expired. Go through your industry and turn on the switches that make sense. Now, with integrations, you give Dubb Agent access, and with skill level, you've turned on the things that you want it to be able to do at the highest level. The other part you want to do right over here is down under settings, which is right over here to the left. And this is where you want to add in your company information. This is really great because this means Dubb Agent can learn about you and your company, your services, everything you offer. You can put links in here. Maybe you have some branding stuff that's important for logos and links. Drop it all right in here. Then below here, you have different models of the AI. So depending on what you want to have done, you can switch models for different tasks that you want it to do. When you select a model, it will give you a best for right down here to give you an idea of what it can do and to give you some dollars and cents monthly average cost on those. So just kind of plake your way through, see what you want, what's best for. This one's great. Sonnet, email, CRM updates, call summaries, Q&A, lead enrichment. So put it on what you think makes sense. And then also you want to make sure right down here, three dot menu, account, right in here, when you click account, make sure that you have Dubb connected. Because remember we talked about Dubb Studio and Dubb Agent being connected. Make sure Dubb is connected right in here so it has access. The other thing you can do is link your phone number because Dubb Agent is available by SMS. So you can text with Dubb Agent when you're out and about. All you have to do is link the phone number and you'll get a nice SMS from Dubb saying, "Hey, how can I help?" And then you can just start texting with Dubb and then have it do whatever you need to get done. But it's very convenient. That's why the team set it up this way. So you have access to it where you are if you're doing a lot of SMS. Now, we mentioned routines, right? Things that you want done on a repetitive basis. If we click in here, here's some routines that we have. You can edit it, stop them, start them, anything that you want to have done and delivered to you on a daily or weekly basis, you can create with a routine. And again, all of that begins by you just typing right in here, do me a favor, Dubb Agent, create a routine for me. I want this report delivered Monday, Wednesday, Friday, all those different scenarios we talked about. Dubb Agent also has memories, which is right over here. So this is a list of maybe this is things that you want Dubb Agent to remember with your conversations with Dubb Agent back and forth internally. Maybe there's certain verbiage that you want Dubb Agent to use that's customer or client facing. Maybe there's certain formatting with structuring and things being delivered and script writing. You can create these memories again just by going back to the main dashboard and typing in here, Dubb Agent, do me a favor, create a memory and then it'll be listed right over there in memories. Now, any of the chats that you're having with Dubb Agent will be listed over here in the recent chats right down here at the bottom left. If you want to search for anything, just use a keyword search in here and it'll bring up what you used before. If you like talking off the top of your head and like using a microphone here, the team created speech to AI refined text, where I can come in here if I click. I want to make a video about the importance of landing pages. Landing pages are really important because I need a script that's about 30 seconds in length for a social post, and it's going to be about how playlists are important, call to action buttons are important, and the AI on the page. I need a script. Hit the check mark, and it's going to take me kind of just, meandering and yakking there, and it's going to put it in a better structure. So when I, prompt it, it makes more sense. So if you have that set up right there, this is a pretty powerful the speech to AI refined text. Now, in terms of when you're chatting with Dubb Agent, telling it to do the things we're talking about, what does that look like from a cost perspective? So right over here for billing, if you click in here, we do the 7-day free trial, 25,000 AI credits. When you do decide to upgrade, you can go to 50 bucks a month, 100 bucks a month, 300 bucks a month, whatever makes sense for you. And the reason you'll be able to kind of have an idea is because when you start using Dubb Agent, when you're first starting out in these little small batches, small lead gen, small routines being done, going back through your emails, adding things to your CRM, these are all your actions below under recent usage. So as you can see down here, when you click on one of these, you're going to see, yep, there's the action that happened, and there's the credits, and there is the dollars and cents right over here. So you know what it is in the credit world, and you know what it is in the money world. And then when you start using it, you're going to have an idea after, a week, like, yeah, I can see the rhythm of how this is going to go for a month. And you'll know when you decide to upgrade, it's going to be 50 bucks, 100, 300, what do you want to do from there? But it's all very transparent pricing in terms of this. Now, as far as support goes for learning all this and using it, we have a great support section right over here. So when you click here, there is a number you can call 24/7 for information. There's the live Zoom training that you're in today. We used to have two meetings for Dubb Studio and Dubb Agent a day. Now it's combined into the one long, powerful one we do now. Training videos right here. So these are edited by the team. And these are really good. They're all labeled, all titled. So there are shorter versions of the topics that have been discussed. And these are really, really good for getting right to the point of the information. There's also documentation that the team always updates right over here to the right. This is where you can, if you have a feature request, you can tell us. We do that with Dubb Studio and Dubb Agent if you want to let us know. Best practices, training log. This is a great one right here. So when you click in here, you can have access to a lot of these different meetings that we've had. And when you click on it, it's going to give you a really nice outline of what was discussed in detail. It's really, really good. So if you want to go back through, you can. You also have your frequently asked questions. So when you click on one down here, it's going to open up the side panel that we looked at before, right? In terms of communicating with the AI, you're going to get the answer to the question, but you can still keep chatting about that question if you do want to. Now, if you do want to share the love with Dubb Agent, if you've been using it for a while and you want to have other people come in and use the tool as well, we have a referral program right over here to the left. So when you do click referrals, it will open up your referral dashboard, and then all you have to do is just share the referral link right down at the bottom. And we do a 30% one-time payment, and we do a 10% recurring. Now, with Dubb Studio, we also have a partner program that we've had for years. So right over here, Refer and Earn, right over here to the right, click Apply Now. and it'll create that referral link for you. And we do a 30% recurring commission when it comes to Dubb Studio. So that's 30% recurring. If you guys had sent me your link and I subscribed, you get that 30% recurring. And then if I love Dubb Studio and I want to create my own link and share it with someone, and I get someone to subscribe, that's an additional 10%. So it's a 30 and 10 you get recurring off of those things, which is really, really powerful. If you're on Pro or Pro Plus with Dubb right now, with Dubb Studio, if you get 4 or 5 folks at 30% recurring, you got a free account. And we have partners that do well beyond that. So if you ever want to let us know, if you ever have a group of people together where you have like a Tech Tuesdays, Tech Thursdays, or whatever it is, or you have a group together on a Zoom, you can always just let us know, and I can always come in and pitch for you. And then you have your link right there, and it makes a lot of sense. But the symbiotic relationship between having Dubb Studio, where you record videos, create landing pages, having the buttons, having the tracking, having the automation if you have Pro Plus, to having Dubb Agent is how it relates to one another. Because a lot of the times, and this is true with AI in general, it's getting to the point where it's almost going to be like Jarvis and Iron Man, where you just, hey, Jarvis, I need you to do this thing. Hey, Dubb Agent, do me a favor. I need to add a button to that video on that landing page. And also, I really want to create a new landing page that has blah, blah, blah. That's where it's all moving, is really just talking to the Dubb Agent like you would talk to someone, like you're describing a scene. You're just being descriptive about what you want because it's very intelligent. Like if you have a doc that you wanted to reference, just say, hey, listen, it's in the Google Doc, and I want you to blah blah blah, and it's really great with that. So just try to be as intentional as you can with how you're telling it to do things, which is one of the things that we've had to learn over the years as well. And sometimes we have to remind ourselves, like, am I being clear with that prompt? It's like when you talk with someone, if they didn't understand what you're saying, it's like, wait a minute, did I say that clear enough? So just think about that in terms of your intentionality. But when you do combine both, when you have the world of recording and you have the world of the AI that can really facilitate a lot of the stuff that's happening, it's very, very powerful. I know we have a number of returners in here today. If you can always let us know, because in the chat, we want to be as interactive as we can. So if you are recording videos, put an R in the chat. Yes, I'm recording. I'm recording videos. Great. Are you using Dubb Agent? If you are, put AI in the chat. R for recording, AI for using Dubb Agent. Like what we want to know the activity level of folks that are using this because it helps us on our side really decide what we want to kind of communicate with you. And we want to hear your stories. If anybody has an experience, we've gotten some great stories already from people that have used Dubb Studio over the years, but also recently with Dubb Agent. So if you have something, raise a hand. We can bring you up on camera if you'd like to, and just tell us what's happening. It really kind of motivates everyone on our side to know that these good things are happening. Or maybe you have a feature request, or maybe you want to know something. We really want to make these as interactive as we can. So without shaking everybody in the chat, let's go. There you go,
Right
Darius.
on, Rob. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Um, yeah, as Rob mentioned, guys, these sessions are twofold, right? Rob, you make me co-host.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I got you. Hold
And
on.
but we'll first we have, of course, the general presentation that Rob covers for our new folks. But outside of that, we want you guys to know that these rooms, as Rob mentioned, are interactive, and we have both myself, Ruben, always in these rooms providing technical, strategic support, not only to show you guys that like we practice what we preach, we drink our own Kool-Aid, but we're truly here to support you and see your success. So, Darius, Doug, here, let me check. I did not, my friend. Let me, or maybe I did. Let me see it really quick. Dane, if it's from you. Oh, okay. No, I did not see that. I'm seeing it right now. I see. Yeah, thanks for. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. What do you got, Doug? I'm glad you're back. Thanks for offering to support. Exactly. Let me turn your microphone on here. And by the way, every time we show up to these sessions, guys, I have a little form that I share. If you guys hit that ahead of time, it gives us an opportunity to prepare some really good answers. I have one or two there that I don't know if the lady or gentleman that here has recently submitted it. Now, besides the general overview and the open mic or the support questions, we also have usually some kind of lesson plan, right? Some kind of cool curriculum and stuff for you guys to share. So we have a little bit of everything of that today. But Doug, I think I got your subject on your email is about follow-up boss. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. We had spoken last week in this about getting connected because I think I set it up in studio and not I mean in agent and not in studio, and you were going to help me getting everything
Got
connected.
it. Got it. Okay. Okay. Understood. So I'm back on that thread now. Yes, sir. I have it here in front of me. And then in fact, while we're here, I can actually record, or this is being recorded, and I can show you exactly what it looks like. So we're talking about connecting Follow Up Boss to Dubb AI. Is that right?
Yeah, but you were going to dive into my account and help me get it all
Yeah,
reset up.
yeah, absolutely. We can certainly make sure you're taken care of personally, individually, outside of these sessions. That stands for everyone, right? We have our optimization calls. We have our Pro Plus plan where I work with people one-on-one individually. So absolutely number of opportunities to get support outside of these sessions in that individual basis. But just for the sake of while we're here, I will cover it for others in case anyone is watching this recording using Follow Up Boss, etc. So here's a quick training video. One of the most important things, guys, when using AI and your CRM, and if you're in real estate, is the shift is happening where you don't need to do things the old way. The old way means watching a lot of tutorials, spending a lot of time clicking, opening your CRM from your desktop. And the new way is here. So if you're using Follow Up Boss or potentially another CRM and you're looking to make life easier for yourself to actually get more out of your CRM, I want to show you how AI can do 90% of the stuff in your CRM on your behalf using the power of your voice or sending a text message. And so here's how that works. The first thing that you'll want to do is make sure you have a Follow Up Boss account. So I'm going to go ahead and open up mine here. And then I'm also going to have my ai.dubb.com account. I'm going to log into both. So here I'm in my ai.dubb.com. Here I'm in my Follow Up Boss. And I'm going to go over to custom integrations. Now, because I already have Follow Up Boss created, I won't actually ask it to create it again, but I'll show you and describe exactly what you would do for any CRM in this case. So I'm going to click manage and you're going to see these are the 20 different things. There are more than 20 different actions that you can do with Follow Up Boss. So you want to choose the 20 that are the most important to you. The most common ones are the ones that are listed here. And if you're not certain, in fact, you can ask your AI to do this for you. And if you need to update this at some point, you're like, hey, you know what? I don't like the list task thing. I want to replace that with something else. We can modify the integration later. But you can see here, it can create people, update people, delete people, create events, create notes, create tasks, right? All the things that you would go into your CRM and have to watch a tutorial to figure out how to do it and click on buttons and learn that stuff. You can now do it with the power of your voice in a text message and with a chat. And so this is all the actions the integration supports, and this is how you would create it. You'd go over to your chat, and I'd click this button right here, and I would say, I need help creating a integration with my Follow Up Boss CRM. I think my microphone's not connected, but it's trying to use my microphone that's not connected. That's what that little error message was. But that's what you would do, or you could type it, right? Create, if you prefer to type, voice is easier these days, but create a integration with Follow Up Boss. I would give it specific, Follow Up Boss. And one final step is if you're using a different CRM or anything else, API documentation. This is the one thing that you will probably want to provide any AI tool when you're asking it to build an integration. AI tools are really smart, but they can't build integrations without documentation, right? They need to know how the thing is working. And so here is their documentation, right? It says open documentation found here. So there we go. That is what I'm going to share with my AI tool. Here is documentation, paste. And then when I press enter here, it's going to say, okay, great. I'm building the integration. What actions do you want? And you say, you choose the 20, or you can choose 20. You can say, give me the best 20 actions. And it's going to give you the same list, all the most common things. Last step is you're going to go over to Follow Up Boss and you're going to go to the admin section to generate your API key down here. Generate your API key, come back over to Dubb, and it's going to make a little paste. It's going to give you a place to paste your API key, and you're going to press enter. That's it. And then you will have that custom integration created in here, just like mine now. Mine's turned off currently because we don't use Follow Up Boss. It's just a demonstration. But all of these actions would be supported. And now from there, with the integration set up, I can come into here and use my chat. I can send a text message. I could use the chat, like voice from my phone, to do all of the things that I used to have to go log in on my desktop and type on my keyboard for. So
What's
this
up?
is the shift that's happening for you guys. And I
Yeah.
hope that you can do the same, is learn how to adapt to this technology and save yourself an unbelievable amount of time. I can't tell you how much time I've spent in tools like this over the years, learning them and figuring them out and trying to get to use them. And that doesn't have to be that way anymore. So there you go. And now, Doug, specifically for you, my friend, I'll have this little clip, and I'll chat with you via email if you need some support getting the API key, putting it into place, choosing the 20 actions, any step along that way. You can just let me know. I have your email here, and I'll respond back to you now and say, tutorial coming. Let me know if you get stuck on something specific, and then we'll go from there.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Appreciate that, my friend.
Hey, Darius. Just a heads up. John wanted to share a good story about his experience with
Beautiful. All right.
Dubb AI.
Bring him upstate. Bring him on stage. Did you want to come on to help promote him yet?
John, you want to be a panelist? You want to come on camera, John, or how do you want to proceed, John?
You there?
Yeah.
Hello? You there?
Yeah. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I was on another call.
Do you
Just
want to come
real
on
quick,
camera, John?
I had a.
Do you want to come on
Oh,
camera, John? Or
I don't know. Let me see. How do we do that quick?
I'll do it for you. Ready?
Okay.
Here.
Bring him on.
Yeah, I hit promote panelist. You should see the message, John. Just accept it, and then you can come on up.
Yeah, I don't know if I got my camera on there, but I'm here anyway. So listen, I had a CSV file the other day, and everything was, some things were out of order. So I started copying and pasting, right? And I said, what the hell am I doing this for? Let's see if this Dubb AI thing can do it. And I told it what to do like a human being, and it
Yeah.
all happened. It was nuts.
Right.
So it's so easy that it's difficult. Do you know what I mean? I say you overcomplicate things. And wow, look at that. So I don't know if that was like a master thing I did, amazing, but for me it was amazing because I've struggled with these CSV files forever.
John, I got to tell you, over the almost 10 years we've been working with real estate agents, I've heard not one, not two, not 10 times, but jokes about the CVS files, CVS receipts, right? Like the store, right? Because CSV files are so foreign to people that like aren't used to them, right? It's like such a technical, weird, clunky thing to mess with. And guys, they call it CSV hell, right? Because you're in these spreadsheets or spreadsheet hell or whatever, right? And you're just lost and you're trying to copy and paste these things. There's all these missing fields or missing headers and columns. And that used to just take so much time to clean spreadsheets up or do anything with spreadsheets. And John, exactly that shift I was just talking about with the follow-up boss integration, like that type of thing of saying, instead of me wasting any amount of time or having a VA or humans, like literally hours in a spreadsheet,
right,
just talk to it, use your voice, use a quick chat and say, do this thing that I would do with the sheet, except it's going to take me many hours. For one of my favorite things, John, and thank you for sharing that. My favorite thing is I'm not a spreadsheet expert myself. I'm, decent, but one of the most difficult things for me is like taking 2 or 3 different sheets and wanting to cross-check or reference, right, is who exists on this sheet but doesn't exist on this sheet and then does exist on this sheet that has this tag or this first name, and I need to like clean all this up into one thing. That would have been a nightmare in previous times, and now it's literally one chat, go into my drive, and here's the folders, clean them up, and
it's crazy.
Unbelievable, right?
It was crazy. On another note, are you taking care of my mailbox power AI what API key business there?
There was a limit to that one. Let me look back at it, John. I know that you and our conversation got stuck somewhere where it was API Nation type.
API Nation
was working as a middleman, and when I looked at the documentation, it was unfortunately sort of a mailbox power limit where they don't have public documentation, right? If you saw back what I was just showing with follow-up boss a moment ago, they have a website where you can pull up public documentation. Mailbox Power, unfortunately, doesn't publish a public one, right? So not anyone can just build anything with it. But they did share it exclusively with API Nation and with Zapier. And so what I did last week is I reached out to them, but I don't think I got a response back yet. And sometimes it's like if it's not a client inquiry, it's not as serious. John, do you have a contact over at Mailbox Power you
Yeah,
can see me with?
I do.
Okay. Do me a favor. I'm gonna write a little message. CC me and say, hey, it's John, your client. I have a question, and then perhaps we can get a better response here. So I'm gonna type a little message for you, John. I'm gonna send it to you via email, and then you'll CC me on that with your contact over there, and hopefully we can expedite getting us some documentation. API doc.
Terrific. Yeah, that'd be great. And it's not the worst thing, though. I can do it myself, but
yeah, the temporary workaround is still what they've made available to everybody, which is the Zapier or the API Nation sort of workaround. But that's just because that's what they've made available, right? They said, if anyone wants it, here's the off-the-shelf version. And what we're trying to build is a little more custom. And so I think they won't have a problem providing that thing with us to a customer, but they didn't want to respond to a stranger, I guess. So
another quick question, since I have you here on this video thing, I look a lot better on this video than I do on my Dubb videos because they put some sort of filter to make me look fucking younger. Can you do that on, I swore by mistake. So
You're fine. We're all family here, brother. It's all good. So try to, the only thing I say, if your microphones are off, keep those to a minimum, but we don't have our restrictive filters here. So we're talking about, does Dubb include some built filters that Zoom does, or you're saying
so I noticed on this one, they had some sort of filter there to smooth out your face and
it's
now to look as old. I like this.
It's so ironic that you mentioned that, is because we literally in beta right now have the enhance your appearance on the desktop app. So it's okay. The irony is that 24 minutes ago I was testing this thing. So let me show this to you guys. It's really cool. This should be available here probably early next week, or sooner, maybe even end of this week. So here it is. This is touch up your appearance, and it's exactly like Zoom's. And I'll show you guys how to see kind of the difference here. So here's my view, and then now when I'm going to go right here to right here to enhance. And then there's a little switch right there for touch up. And where I want you guys to bring your attention to is kind of like this little area of my eye, because I have, this line here you can see create some shade or something. And that's the area you'll see kind of disappears. It's really light, right? But you'll see that if you'll see some slight difference in the shading. Like you see that wrinkle soften, that's it. So just like Zoom's, it's subtle, right? It's not meant to make you look like you have an Instagram beauty filter on. It's meant to just remove some fine lines. So, and the other thing it'll do is it'll brighten. So you'll see adjust for low light. If I put it up to a percentage here, my lighting is pretty good, so you don't see much difference, but it will help you guys if you're in low light, and it'll help you with a little bit of touch up there. So yeah, John, we just added that. And so not as of right now today, awesome. Give me a day or two. I just tested that this morning, approved for beta. So it'll be available here very, very shortly for everybody.
Thank you.
Excellent timing there, John. Good, my friend. All right. Appreciate you, brother. Okay, I'll put you back here as attendee. Very good. Now, we love little successes like that, everybody. I can tell you, it makes all the difference when you take part, right? Don't just take a passive seat, get your hands on stuff. Practice some of the things we talk about, because I can promise you it will help you grow as a person, as a professional, as a marketer, as a technologist. It's all about, personal and professional growth and continuing to do so. Sometimes you got to lift the weights. One of my favorite clients, Bill, not to single anybody. I just known Bill for a long, long time. He's like, dude, you got to do the push-ups. So to use his analogy there. Jai, another one of my favorite clients. What's up? Let's see. Yeah, I get more filters on the Dubb mobile app. Ruben, I think we were just talking about that one too. I do think we have some more kind of filters and stuff coming to the Dubb app. And I will say, guys, if you have a favorite app that provides filters and stuff, you can always import, right? I've had a lot of people over the years, in fact, we're using Zoom for what we just talked about. Like, hey, it had some touch up my appearance, and there we go. Virtual background was another one that's also been fixed or added to the desktop. Same as Zoom's, very, very high quality. Okay, let's see here, guys. It's so funny, as that was one of the little curriculum lessons I was going to show today, is the upgrades on the desktop app, and I got to tease it with John. Let me see how to import photo. Okay, so there's not an ability to import them. I was saying that you could import videos from another app, right? If you use Snapchat or Instagram or TikTok or something that has a filter, you download the video from there, right? You create the video on your favorite, Snapchat filter or whatever. I'm just familiar with people saying Snapchat filters. So you have those filters, and then you use them in the app, and then download the video, import it to Dubb. Yeah. Okay. So let's see here. Ruben, did you have any specific lesson you wanted to jump in and provide today? I was gonna maybe do a
Yeah,
little...
I've thanks for asking, Darius. I have a couple. I'm actually doing a couple of mobile tutorials today.
Yeah.
So I need a little bit of time, and I'm gonna get myself set up,
Perfect.
and then I'll show some cool stuff.
Right on, right on. Okay, so then I will show the couple of updates to the desktop app, because that's not the only one. I'll do a quick little teaser on the updates there, and then we'll also open the floor, guys. If you guys want support on anything, we provide reviews on videos, on scripts, on funnels, automations, autoresponders, right? Any part of your marketing tech stack funnel. I'm happy to give you guys a deep dive and support on. So let me just get also this thing ready while we're going to switch to that desktop updates here. I'm just reviewing all of them. So yeah, we got the enhance and auto title and virtual as video. Okay, here we go. Let me share my screen, or get ready to, and make sure I don't have a lot of noise showing. Okay, here we go. All right. Let me open the menu. Okay. Guys, this is the Dubb desktop app, and it has some brand new features to share with you and for you to make your life easier. And I wanted to break down a couple of these in a quick update. So first, coming very, very shortly is the one I was just talking about. If you're in this training, if you're watching this live or looking at the recording, the enhanced video feature. So just like in Zoom, the ability to add for low light settings, to soften some of the wrinkles with touching up your appearance, those settings will be in your desktop app now. So almost identical to Zoom, in fact, same settings, virtual background, and more. The other really cool thing that's been added is an update to virtual background, where you can actually now upload a video in your virtual background. I think this was thanks to our client, Mark Swanson, for requesting that one most recently. But you'll see here, you now have the ability to upload an MP4 file as a virtual background. So that means you can have a video playing here behind you in loop, right? So if it's a 5-second video, it's going to loop every 5 seconds. If it's a 10-minute video and you record for, don't do a 10-minute video. There's an upload limit, right? 10 megabytes. So it's going to be a very short video. And WebM files are also what are Dubb videos. If you record something on Dubb, you can have that play in your background. And I can really quickly show you how to do that. So here we go. This is how you can take advantage of the video virtual background feature. I'm going to press record here and just record my screen because the other camera is being used. So my virtual background in this example is going to be the screen right now. Whatever's being recorded on the screen, I'm going to press stop recording, upload that, and then we're going to download that and then put it as a virtual background. Again, this is not a good example, guys. This is just showing how the technology works, but I will give a few ideas here once I show you it functioning. So here, I'm in my webcam. I'm going to choose virtual background. I'm going to go to video, and I'm going to upload the WebM file right there. It could be an MP4 or WebM file, but there's the one that I just did. And then now it is going to put that screen recording we just did as a virtual background, and then just give it a second to load there. So there you go. So now you can see it's kind of hard to see my mouse and my buttons are clicking, but you can see that's now happening behind me. And so what this means for you guys is we can do things like recording a screen video of, again, totally industry specific, but for real estate, this means our specific client who requested this feature most recently, he wanted to put some beautiful B-roll. He generated some awesome B-roll of his Sarasota beachfront property. And he, AI generated this for him for pennies, right? So he had a beautiful B-roll clip that used to cost like $50 or $100 for this type of footage. So he has that, and he wants to play that as a video behind him in his virtual background. And so that would be one application, right? Taking AI B-roll and putting yourself in a setting where it's actually you there, not AI, but in an AI setting. a lot of really cool different applications for this, guys, where it's not just limited to a static image behind you anymore. So those are the updates to the desktop app. Touch up your appearance, put yourself anywhere you want to be, and more coming. So, all right. That is the updates to the desktop app. That is actually my favorite app, guys, for 90%, 95% of the videos that we record. I use only the desktop app. If I want to record a video for advertising, I do the vertical, right? If I want to record one for YouTube, we do the landscape. As a teleprompter, the editing built in, right? I give my editor trimmed clips to make his job a lot easier, because it only takes me a couple of seconds to just hit the pause and resume button. And if you're doing your own editing, oh my goodness, it's such a relief to not have to add 100 more trims. Each trim takes 60 seconds or 30 seconds for the non-efficient video editor. So, okay, guys, that's it for the desktop lesson. If there's any specific question, I think Ruben, we're just about ready to switch over to some mobile tutorials. And if not, I got a little bit more I can talk about.
Yeah, please do that. I need about 10 more minutes. Also, Rob, if you could show those high definition video settings on Zoom. There's a screenshot in the Slack general channel. I think everyone should know about that information.
Yeah, that's actually pretty interesting. Rob, you got that one?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
All right.
Here we go.
Yeah, we all made discovery yesterday that Zoom has some hidden settings to make your videos in much better quality, and nobody knows about them. So here you go.
Yep, perfect. Okay. All right, so let me jump in here. So, okay, here we go. All right, so inside of Zoom, here's a training video on how to get your videos to look great inside of Zoom. So here is a screenshot that we took because we did a deep dive the other day, and Ruben and Darius were trying to figure this out, and Ruben jumped into Zoom and he found the settings in here, and it's important for us because when we produce these trainings and we put them on YouTube, we want them to look as good as we possibly can. So inside of here, we took this little screenshot here, and I'll try to zoom it in so you can see. But inside of your Zoom account, if you go here, see where it says settings, right over here to the left. See how settings is picked from the left nav. Then over here, under media settings, right here, see where these are all selected? We turned these on. So we turned on the high frame rate, the high bit rate, the high frame rate here. All of this is all turned on for quality. And so what we're going to do is, and we turned this on last night. So when we're recording today in the live training, we're going to watch it back, and then it should look pretty fantastic in terms of the level of detail. But inside your Zoom account, over to the left nav settings, and then come right over here for media settings in here and just start flipping these on. That's been a pretty awesome unlock for us because we were contemplating having to do multiple camera kind of setups for recording with different devices for clearer resolution on that, but now it should work pretty good. So if you're recording videos if you're in a Zoom meeting or you're doing a training like we do every day, make sure you go into settings and flip those on there, and that should do the trick for you in terms of getting your really nice crisp video. Yeah, and there we go. Okay.
Yeah. Super short and crisp. Yeah, guys, it's so crazy how we have all these little hidden settings and stuff in our things, and they keep adding them and hiding them from us. And it makes sense. It's just like the AI tools like Claude and ChatGPT and stuff. They keep upgrading the higher tiered stuff and putting those behind paywalls. It's like the normal thing to do in software. It's like, hey, look, we built something cool. We're going to put that behind the upgrades and behind more upgrades. And it's standard operating procedure. So at least most places, right? You got to do that. You got to put some kind of gate. All right. Well, let me see here. I think that I had one more thing in open mics that I could discuss. 1 second here. Oh, okay. Yeah. This one, I don't know if I'm ready to talk about that. I was going to say something about the voice piece. We're still not, we're not there yet with something useful with voice. Let me look if there's something else here available. No, I don't have anything else right this second in terms of pressing topics. So Let's do a check of pulse here. Is anyone still in the room that would like some support? Have a question? Literally, whatever we got. We're just trying to give Ruben some time to prep his demonstration here.
Yeah, Aaron, Albert, David,
I
Jai, Jeff.
recognize most people's names,
Yeah.
yeah, but I think it could even be the like AI recorders or something.
Really,
So
even hidden as the name, that's kind of funny. It doesn't even
yeah,
say it.
yeah, I've seen some of them where it doesn't say note taker or whatever, it just says whatever.
When will the AI start responding? Maybe they're going to start responding one of these
Yeah,
days.
right. Hey, I train my AI to answer questions.
Yeah, no kidding.
Uh,
Did I get your email? Jai, let me turn your mic on. Which one? Was it the assistant one? Let's see. Jai, let me turn your mic on. Where are you, Jai? You mean the one about your AI assistant on your site?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Elena, man, she keep disappearing, man. Like I can't find her. Like like Time said, oh, he found it. I'm like, oh, well, where is it?
are
Then
we
I,
talking
then I,
about Sia or something
yeah,
else?
yeah, my sales assistant. She
Okay.
like comes in, she disappears.
Ah,
You know.
interesting.
Yeah, I
So
mean, I don't see it. I don't see it, and I know people say they see it.
yeah,
I'm
have you
like,
tried opening it in an incognito window?
yeah, I did that too. Yeah, yeah. I mean, because even in a regular browser, she's there. It's just like somehow I don't see it. It's just like, I mean, but it's all the way down at the bottom, and it's
Do
like,
yeah, I was gonna say, so what we're talking about, just for everyone's reference, is there is a interactive sales assistant called Sia, right? It's an AI chatbot essentially. And what it does is a couple of things. One is it can sit on your video pages like this, but it can also sit on your own websites or landing pages. And so my question for you, Jai, is do you know which embed code you used? Well, was it just this standard one here?
yeah,
And
that
did you use panel or widget?
what that mean?
So this here, you'll see this is the panel style where it takes up a panel, like a whole section of the website.
Oh,
And then the other type is called widget, where it's a little bubble on the thing versus a panel. So that's the one thing I would say is how
well, I did the widget. It's a widget.
okay.
She just sits there.
So then you have the little bubble then.
No, I like it to be the bubble. I didn't know about that. No, she just sits there in the at the bottom of the page.
I sent you the link, Darius, directly. I sent you the link to his site. You can see it. I don't know.
Okay. Here we go. And then so
No,
I'll share that. Do you mind if I share the screen, Jai?
go ahead.
Take a
Because
look.
if you find her, I'll be very happy.
Yeah, here we go.
Um, that's my chat
Yeah,
name.
that's something else.
Yeah, that's my
Um,
chat name.
Yeah, so I think that could be a problem if you have the widget style embed. This is overlapping with that HTML directly because this is also a widget style embed, and it's C is trying to display here, but this is overlapping. And if
No. That thing down there at the bottom, that's my um my bio link.
I'm saying this, you see the AI chat here.
Yeah. Right behind that, that's my bio link.
What I'm saying is, you see how when I scroll, this still follows me.
It's not,
That's what a widget style
oh no,
augment my
well
web
then she's
page.
not like that. Go all the way to the bottom and see if she's there.
But it wouldn't be there if it's embedded as a widget. It would be a bubble here in the page. And I'm saying I don't think it's showing because I think your website might have multiple conflicting widget style embeds. Like
Wait a
this is
minute.
saying display this widget here, and Dubbs is saying display this widget here, and they're conflicting. Is why I think we're having one appear and not the other appear.
So because now when I go to it, I mean I see it now because I'm talking
This
to
right, but this is what I
Rob.
mean is it might be even a different for per experience because if it has two conflicting scripts, right? If it says when someone visits this page, display this widget, and if those two scripts are conflicting, then it might display one and it might display the other. The behavior I can't perfectly predict. I mean, AI could probably tell us, oh, well, these two things are conflicting, so here's the likely outcome. But that's what my assumption would be is if we have two conflicting widget embeds here, and so it's not able to consistently display one or the other.
Well.
And
Now, what I just did just now, as I'm watching you, there's a button. I think that's Elena right there. No, ain't that?
this is Sia embedded as a panel on
Yeah,
the side.
yeah.
Yeah.
There she is. How'd you get her? You
Okay.
found her.
Okay, so yeah, we didn't have it as the widget then. Okay, or you have it embedded in a section in the site. Okay, so this is just on the site. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
not
yeah, yeah,
so it's
yeah.
not
But
not this. Okay, got it. Understood. So then
there's buttons all over the place where people can talk to her. She's been
understood.
doing,
Oh, I see. I see. So these are supposed to lead to this conversation. Then, like if I
yeah,
click somewhere, it leads to that.
yeah.
Talk with. Yeah. Okay, that's functioning well. Yeah. So
So
this
she's there.
yeah, this is there. This is there, and I was assuming you would use the different embed style. I was conflicting
I
with
didn't know
this.
about that.
It's
I didn't.
regularly embedded on the
Yeah,
site. It's fine.
my video coach Rob didn't even tell me about that part.
I
I
will
didn't know. I would like to
say
do. I'm
one
gonna go back and
last
change it.
thing is that the button you have there though is not. I can't see or click it because of this thing is overlapping it. Right. Let me see. I think. Okay, so it is still clickable, but not if when I first visit it you can't tell that submitted deal because it's this is kind of over the top of it. So I might try to remove, it looks like it's a mistake or something. You see what I'm saying? Like the X is over top of the submit a something. I know it says
Submit a
submitted
deal.
deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
submit a deal.
Yeah. So I think that's the only thing from this that I was confused on is this AI chat. And it's a separate chat, right? This is a different chat bot
Yeah,
compared to
yeah. That actually goes to well, it goes to
or
me,
something.
kind of like how you guys got the intercom system,
Yeah.
but Zia
Yeah.
over at the help desk, she's pretty good. She can answer about 99% of those questions.
Yeah. Right. Right. The AIs are getting super, super smart. So
Yeah,
good.
smarter
Okay.
than me.
Found it. It's working. Just not where we thought it would be, but it's there.
Yeah. I mean, because sometimes it's there and sometimes it's not. And I mean, I know she's there because I mean, people are talking
Okay.
to
Well,
her.
let's talk about this. Are you ever looking at it on mobile versus desktop?
I do them both.
Okay, because I will say that a lot of AI will when we're vibe coding, it will use a thing that'll display certain sections on mobile and not on desk or sorry, will display sections on desktop, but it'll hide those same sections when viewing from mobile. That's a very common. It's called part of mobile responsiveness. Where on a full desktop it'll show more, and on a mobile version, not only will it be condensed vertically, it'll also be they'll take sections away sometimes. So that might also be the case there, Jai. If the
I heard that
page
before.
says mobile responsive and only hides sections on mobile, that might be a difference. So if the browser's narrow like this, or if it's on mobile, certain sections may be hidden. That's the only other thing I could think of saying why it would sometimes be there and sometimes not.
Yeah. I've heard that before. I heard
Check
that
that
before.
for me. So squish your browser. I mean, I just squished it and I'm still seeing it there. So I don't think it is that piece necessarily. And let me close that. Yeah, even squished vertically, it's still displaying. So I don't know if that's the exact answer here, but that's my other guess.
No. What you did was amazing because it's there. I know it's there.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just
still
sometimes
there.
I don't see it, and that's
Yeah.
when I start panicking. I'm like, okay, Rob,
Where'd it go?
I'm
Where'd
like,
it go? Yeah, is it
where'd it
still
go?
there? Like, okay.
You know,
Good.
but I appreciate you telling me. See, I learned something every time. I didn't even know about them other. And like, there's too many things popping up, and I need y'all need a newsletter, a direct
Right.
newsletter.
Let's here, and you know what I was going to say too. You may have done this already, but something effective I always say for people's landing pages, especially if we vibe coded, is I mean, not even if it's not vibe coded, even if you built it yourself, even if you had a developer build it, no matter what, I always say just take an AI tool, Dubb.com, Dubb AI, Claude. I mean, I know Jai, you're got a little bit in all of them, so use whichever one. The smarter ones though, and use on thinking mode, right? Like if you're using Claude, make sure it's on deep thinking or whatever, ChatGPT deep thinking. And I use a tool like this called full screenshot, and it takes a full, it's an extra permission, so allow. So it's going to take a screenshot of the entire page, right? It actually scrolls through the page like this. And then that way, instead of providing multiple different screenshots or just giving it the link and saying you figure it out, we're giving it the actual whole vibe of what it looks like. And then that's what we throw into our AI tool and say, act as a expert RE investor website creator / analyst, right? That's his job. He's an expert website investor, creator, website person, right? Analyst. View this and provide constructive feedback. And then, oops, I didn't mean to submit that, but give it the image now, right? You might have forgotten to include the thing. Exactly. But you'd give it the full page screenshot, this thing. So instead of, 10 different screenshots all broken apart, give it the one thing so it can look at it holistically, and say, well, hey, this button, good, or too much of this, or try removing that, or move this up here. It's going to give you some really good feedback. Now, of course, take everything with a grain of salt, right? You might like the way you've done certain things. You might have totally appreciate what it gives you. But I do recommend everyone run through that exercise at least one time if you haven't, because it becomes a big eye opener. Like, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that I have these holes in the boat, or missing opportunities, or whatever that might be. So
I didn't know that. I didn't know that what you did there. I hope you.
I got you. I'm gonna do you another one. I'm gonna put that screenshot. I'm gonna email it to you right now. Okay, so you don't have to download the tool or anything. I'm gonna send it to you. So.
And then does that copy and paste of that prompt too?
Yep. Got you. Let me do that right now.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely. That's the type of stuff we love to do.
See, now, Mr. Rob is supposed to tell me these things. Mr. told me. He tells me everything else.
Well, we each got our own little wheelhouse of expertise, and we all have our own things that we're thinking about that day. That's why I think between the three of us, there's always something different going on, like what we're focused on, what we're working with, what we learned that day. And so you'll certainly always get some different flavor of that. So I'd say, let me just craft this subject so I don't get website analyst, and I'm gonna
that was a good lesson though yesterday with Ruben and that hook thing. I mean, I'm still with.
I'm gonna get into that right now.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying that. Darius, am I good to rock? Thanks, Jai. Am I good to rock?
You're ready. You're ready to roll, brother.
Okay, cool. First of all, how's audio? I'm in my favorite recording studio. I am in my car.
I was gonna say, it sounds great. Yeah, it sounds really good. I don't know if you're doing the AirPods or what, but it sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, I'm using my AirPods. This is my favorite recording studio. I love recording videos in my car because of a couple reasons. Number one, because it's got amazing sound insulation. You can't really hear outside. Number two is that I'm sort of taking advantage of moments in between moments, in between a meeting or waiting for someone or at the car wash or waiting for the tank to fill up. It's a great time to use AI to record a quick video. It's authentic. It's real. And people love to get videos like this. It's outside. You get this natural lighting, from this diffused light room that I have in here. So it's my absolute favorite place. If you guys are looking for a place to record videos, don't forget your car is a fantastic spot. Okay. Just a little public service announcement there. The thing that I'd like to talk about today, there's a video training that I want to give. And this video training is how to use SMS to become your absolute favorite AI assistant. So I want you to picture yourself waiting to meet with someone. I want you to picture yourself who's about to meet a decision maker to potentially work with you. You've got minutes to impress them, okay? One of the ways that I love to use AI is to generate a promotional image or some sort of a visual that I can present to them in real time based on new information that I have. In this situation, quality is absolutely important and speed is absolutely important because you're about to meet with someone. For example, you're a real estate agent and you want a listing presentation. You want a quick CMA on their home, or you're meeting with a CEO who wants to buy your financial product or a software product or an AI product or whatever it is that you're selling. Perhaps you're selling coaching or consulting or an insurance product. The sky's the limit here. Having a visual to be able to present to the person either on your phone or on your laptop is going to be a game changer. It is going to allow you to differentiate yourself from your competitors. The fact of the matter is that most of your competitors are just going to have something generic that they present. It's a generic visual, it's a generic slideshow, it's a generic presentation. This allows you to differentiate yourself and make yourself stand out from the crowd, okay? So this could be in a Zoom call, this could be meeting face-to-face at a coffee shop, in a meeting room, it does not matter. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so what I did in this case is I asked for a CMA. This is actually a real estate, but this could be for any industry. Okay, so this is a competitive market analysis for a particular property. This is actually the address of my childhood home. Fun fact here, I love this place. One day I'll buy it. But this is a request that I put. Generate a CMA image. Image is the key word here. Okay, image is the key word, and it's going to go ahead and process this and then generate an image. Now, what we do for you here is we have a short link, okay? So this short link, you can click on it, and now, sure enough, you get this asset that's generated. Now, I can ask this, add my logo, add my branding, make a memory. Anytime I ask for an image, promotional image like this, make it like this, okay? This is how I wanted it. I wanted it to be simple, I wanted it to be black, and I wanted it to have our brand colors, which is that black, the fuchsia, and that bright white, okay? This was my ask. It did it. So now I want you to think about this for a second. You're about to meet with someone and you've got a visual that you can present right on your phone or right in your Zoom, or you can print this out, however you choose to do it. Folks, this is going to increase your conversion rates in those meetings that you have absolutely dramatically. I mean, the figures on how much this will increase your conversion rate are open to discussion here. I mean, we've heard a lot of success stories. Of course, it really varies on the different types of factors, like how specific is this? How much research did you give this? Did you provide enough information so that this can make intelligent choices? Hey, could I get a mic mute? There's a hot mic in the house. Thanks, Rob. Okay, so I invite you to go and do this. To get this set up, here's what you have to do. Let me stop sharing. Okay, so to activate this AI, oops. All right, so it should be on my webcam now, on my phone cam now. So to activate this AI assistant, all that you have to do is just go to ai.dubb.com, and when you sign up, it's going to ask for your phone number. Make sure that you add your phone number and you'll get an instant text message so that you can activate this AI assistant to do everything. I mean, this is just one of the use cases. There's a limitless number of use cases that this can do. Once you connect your Gmail and your calendar and your CRM and your lead generation, whatever it is, this will do the doing for you. So I invite you to do that. If you already have an account on ai.dubb.com and you want to add the SMS, simply click on the account button, which is if you click on your profile picture and then the three dots, click on the account information, and then there is the opportunity to add your phone number. You might have to put, +1 and the area code. So just make sure you read the words to have the correct formatting. And then again, you should see that SMS come your way and you will be able to activate it. So I hope you guys receive this message because it is such an important way to differentiate yourselves, okay? Now, I want to take it one step further. The step that I want to now take it is that now that you have this image, you can actually create a background image. So if you guys have used Zoom, or if you've used Instagram, or if you've used Dubb, all of them have the ability to add a background image. So I can now take that image, I can set it as my background, and now all of a sudden, I am in the image. So we've all seen those. Gary Vee was on the front cover of Entrepreneur Magazine recently. Shout out to Gary Vee. He told me specifically, you have to do virtual background videos in your social. And I received that message when he said that. It is absolutely imperative that we use this technology, virtual background. We are using it in our ads. We are using it in our social posts. We are using it everywhere, okay? So what I'll do right now is I want to give you a video tutorial on how to add that image that I just created in my Dubb agent as my virtual background in Dubb. Take a look at this. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so if I go back to my image and if I click on this, I scroll up here and I've got my image link. Okay, now I can take this image and the easiest way to do it at this stage is to take a screenshot. So that way it's in my gallery, or there's different ways to save this. If I click share, I can scroll up and I can, how do you do that? save to files. So I can do that right there. So that's an easy way to do it. Once it's in my files, I can once it's in my files, I can save it to my photos. Okay, now I open the Dubb mobile app. I click here, and then I click on this image on the right, on the bottom right. And then I select my background from gallery. I select my recent, I select my file. And now, actually, because I'm in Zoom, I'm not able to do this. So I'm going to stop sharing. I could use a hand on this one from Rob or Darius on how to do virtual background. Yeah, if you want to take over.
You mean on mobile?
Yeah, on mobile if you could. Because I'm in Zoom, it's not allowing me to share my screen, folks. Sorry about that. Darius will do the demo on this.
Yeah, Rob, you use your plugin, or I can certainly.
Yeah, I can do it.
I do the old school way like this.
Yeah, let me grab a couple images here. I just need 1 second.
Okay, so while Rob's setting that up, I'll give it a little bit more context here. The reason why virtual background videos are so powerful is because it's not just a talking head, it's a visual. You can reference things on the frame. You can put yourself a little bit to the side and you can say, here's the first thing you want to check out, here's the second thing, here's the third thing, and then check out this really important fact here. You can move your phone so that you can move inside and outside of the frame. It's also a way to not make it about yourself. If you feel that ick feeling sometimes where it's too much facey in your videos, this is a really good way to detach yourself from being the character, from being the spokesperson, and now making it about the content. So Rob will show this in a moment, and I encourage you to figure out what is the virtual background image that you can do. Is it a news article that you recently found? Is it an image that you just generated using Dubb Agent? Is it a screenshot of a YouTube video? Is it some sort of asset that you found online in a Reddit group? What is the piece of information that you have that you can share in that virtual background video? I encourage you to think about that. News articles are one of the best place to do it. Like, let's say that, for example, you're in the finance industry and something just changed, rates have changed, numbers have changed, the market has changed. If there's something new that's relevant for your audience and you want to be first to market to share that information, virtual background videos are a great way to do it.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Ruben. All right, here we go. I'll get my cable set up, and then I'll give the tutorial on it. Let me unhook this. Okay. Here's a quick tutorial on, well, actually, we don't want to make it quick. We want to make it really long, don't we? Here's a video training on how to use the virtual background with the Dubb mobile app when you're on the move. Make it really effective. This is really, really cool. Check this out. So first of all, you're going to want to get the Dubb mobile app, Dubb. That is that right there, the Dubb mobile app. So when you have that, we're going to hit the record button, which is right down here at the bottom, little blue button right there. And I'm going to share my screen. And this is what this is going to look like. Because a lot of the times, virtual backgrounds are a really nice way to enhance the messaging that you're already currently doing. So when you're talking about something, it's really nice to be able to show it. So that's something that's really neat when you do this. So here is the Dubb mobile app, Dubb app, Dubb. Here we are in the main area here. And let's just say I'm out and about and I want to record something. So I'm going to tap that little blue camera button at the bottom, and it's going to open up my camera, just like this. Now to record, you got a couple options here. You can tap the button at the bottom. If I tap it, it's going to begin recording. I'm going to go 3, 2, 1 countdown. Always good to have a countdown on. And here we go. You can see the timer up here, timer at the bottom. All I have to do is tap it again. I can pause and resume this video if I want to, but I'm going to tap it closed. Now you also can take your thumb or your finger and go down here and hold the button, and it will begin recording. See how the timer is up there in my eye line? And then you just release to stop recording. So either one you can do. But when you're going to record, first thing you want to do is take a screenshot on your phone. So whether it's a video or a still image, you can do that with the Dubb mobile app. So whether it's going to be an asset you created, it's an article you want to share, pull it up on your phone and screenshot it. And here's how you do it. So we're going to tap the little button down here to the bottom right. This is going to be your virtual background. And when you do this here, you're going to say select from gallery. So come in here and you're going to choose the one that you want. In this case, I took a screenshot of our Dubb agent, right? ai.dubb.com. So if I wanted to record a video, I'm going to frame myself a little bit, probably about like this right here. I'm going to hit the record button at the bottom, and this is what it would be like. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I want to share with you this story right here because Dubb Agent does the doing. So if you're using ChatGPT, using Grok, Gemini, Claude, they can't generate leads for you. Dubb Agent actually can. All you have to do is get the free trial and it's right here. So that's an example of what it looks like. And if I hit the playback button, this would be it right here. This is Rob. Listen, I want to share with you this story right here because Dubb Agent does the doing. So if you're using now, you also can do something like this. Let me show you this. Let me get rid of these clips and I'll show you this right here. Yes, I'm sure you can move these clips around in any order that you want to as well. Now, I have a still image right there. So what about a video? This is something you can do as well. So I'm going to go down here to the virtual background here, tap it again, select from gallery, come right in here. Because you can do a nice screen recording on your phone, right? Swipe down. Hey, who's that guy right there that was just talking? That's Ruben. You just change the orientation, but I could say, hey, this guy knows what he's talking about here. He's great. But you can change the orientation here. This one's like a little bit to the side, but you can have a video put behind you that looks fantastic in terms of either image or a video. So just decide, what do you want to take screenshots of? What do you want to have behind you? And you can put that behind you just like this. Now, when you do, or when you're done recording and you got your clips, you're gonna hit your little blue button to the top right. This is gonna merge the clips together if you got it. Share with you. And then notice the little button at the top right, the little scissor button says remove 3 pauses from the clip. That's called auto cut. And auto cut is great. So if you're doing multiple clips, or in this case, one clip, if you want it to jump to what you're gonna say next, it's pretty smooth. So what you do here is just click it here. Here we go. This is Rob. Listen, I want to share with you this story right here because Dubb Agent does the doing. So if you're using ChatGPT, using Grok, Gemini, and Claude, they can't. Hey, this is Rob. Listen, I want to share with you this story right here because Dubb Agent does the doing. So if you're using ChatGPT, so what it does is it cuts out the pauses there, and then it really makes it pretty dynamic. So if you have pauses in between, it will remove all those, and then you have a nice tight video by the end of it. And then all you have to do is just upload it into Dubb. You can share it wherever you'd like to share it. But the whole idea is anything on your phone, whether it's a screenshot of a video or an image, and you want to have it behind you, and you want to be able to really have that maximum impact in terms of what you're trying to show, because we're all such visual learners, this is a great way to do it with the Dubb mobile app. So take those screenshots of those still images or videos, put it behind you, and make it really interesting in terms of learning and entertainment at the same time. So it's fun to make. All right, there we go.
That was awesome. That was really good.
Okay.
That was really good. Okay, cool. Let me carry on here. Okay, so that was a quick tutorial on why it's so important to do virtual backgrounds and how you can do them very easily. These virtual background videos are relevant for social, so Instagram, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, Facebook, X, and they are also relevant for sending Dubb videos. So if you are sending a Dubb video, I encourage you to try the virtual background feature. We have this on the Dubb desktop app and on the Dubb mobile app, so it's a very easy thing to do. And guess what? You can be in the slide, you could be in the presentation, and you don't have to go and do post-production editing. I think that's one of the things. It's very easy to use. So best of luck on that journey. Come back with your experiences on that. We've heard so many success stories on people who have shared virtual background videos who just have gotten conversions, because sometimes if you record a video and then you ask someone to check something else out, or if you just say, here's an image, check this out, or here's a presentation, or here's a PDF, just check this out. A lot of the times the people don't know what you're referring to. They don't know what about it is interesting. I mean, that happens to us all the time, where someone sends us an image and we don't know what we're looking at. So we say, what am I looking at? What's interesting here? So by being able to point at things and reference what's in the image, all of a sudden you become the spokesperson, you become the narrator, you become the person that's providing that annotation, that real-time annotation, with the best annotation tool known to man, which is your finger, and you get to give it to them very quickly with high quality. So thanks for watching that. There's another video tutorial that I want to give you guys. I'm having a lot of fun using the AI SMS tool made available by Dubb Agent. It's a very powerful tool. You could do so much right in the palm of your hand. I mean, let's face it, folks. Sometimes we don't want to open up another app. You know, we're in our text message. That's the most used app probably on our phone, our text messages. So why not have our absolute best friend, our AI agent, Dubb Agent, available right in the top, pinned to the top of our iMessage or our Android messaging app so that we can ask it for certain requests. This video tutorial is going to be how you can write a script and then add it to the teleprompter in the most easy way, okay? So let me just go ahead and share my screen here. Okay, so if you notice here, my prompt was generate a script on Dubb AI 30 seconds, okay? So what it did, because it's trained on me, it has my company information inside of my settings in ai.dubb.com. It has some memories. I've put in some memories. I said, every time I create a script, I want you to do it this way. So it's learned information about me, okay? Once it's done that, it's got a great script. It always knows about me. It starts with the hook. It knows that I love starting with hooks. I always talk about that. Remember visual and audible hooks? We talked about in one of our last videos. So important, okay? It starts with my hook. It provides my value. And of course, it gives me a call to action. Now, what do I do next? I say add to my Dubb scripts. Remember, Dubb Agent is connected to Dubb Studio. This is like peanut butter and jelly. It's like pasta and sauce. These two go together, hand in hand, in concert, in conjunction. It's a very glorious connection. So what I do here on my Dubb Agent is I ask it to save it to my scripts. And then sure enough, you better believe it, these are going to be in my Dubb scripts. So now I open up the Dubb mobile app over here, click on the teleprompter, and then there's my script right there. I just generated this script in less than 30 seconds. And that script is now in my teleprompter in seconds. I am now so empowered to record a video. Folks, why do we record videos? What is the point of recording a video? The reason why we record a video is to build trust, to add the humanity, to drive conversions. There is so much AI slop out in the world. If you put yourself on camera, if you get yourself in a situation where you're recording videos just like this every single day on social, shorts, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, that's long form, X, Facebook, whatever channel you're using, use it. Send these videos via the Dubb Studio. You can send them as a Dubb video email. You can send it as a DM through LinkedIn. You can send it as an SMS. All of these videos get uploaded to Dubb. Instantly, you get a one-click landing page URL that you can share and on any format. And if you want to use the video email, there's an animated GIF. So all I have to do right now is obviously click record. Once I click record, I get my video, it downloads to my phone in my gallery, and it uploads to the cloud. So once I've recorded my video, sure enough, all my videos are stored in my Dubb account. So all of these videos are videos that I've done for various people. Okay. So here's a video. I've recorded this video. I now can click this paper airplane icon and I can send this via any channel. I can also upload this to Instagram. All I have to do is click on this up arrow right here. I'll let this run and show you what this looks like. Now, this has saved it to my camera roll, and I can open up Instagram, and it's going to open up Instagram, and I can share this as a reel. Folks, there is no easier way to generate a script, use a teleprompter, and then to upload this video to social channels, send it as a Dubb video email, send it as an SMS, whatever you choose to do, okay? The other thing that makes this really interesting is that you get real-time reporting. So once I haven't shared this video, but once I start sharing this video, right here where it says activity, in fact, I'll show an example of this. This is what our activity reporting looks like. So if you notice right here, I have all my activity reporting. I know who clicked. I know when they clicked. I know what they clicked. I know if they watched the video. I know if they clicked on my call to action. The list keeps going on. This person just watched 100% of my video. This person named Mike just clicked on my CTA. Contact level reporting. Very, very powerful, folks. So let me kind of stitch this all together here with some context. So what I just showed for you is how you generate a script using AI, but it's not AI slop. It's made specifically for your business. You've gone to the Dubb agent at ai.dubb.com. You've added your company information. You've told it how your language and your tone and your method of communication is. Maybe you created some memories. In the left navigation on ai.dubb.com, there's memories. You create a memory and you say, hey, next time I write a script, make sure you mention this. make sure you start with a hook. Make sure you add some social proof. Make sure you add a call to action. It will remember that and craft it. It's kind of like a personal chef where you say, hey, I like those fresh jalapenos on the side. It will remember that and it will do that for you. Okay. We created a script. We added the script to the teleprompter. Remember how I did that? I just asked the Dubb agent, add this to my Dubb scripts. In 1 second, it added it to my Dubb scripts. And now I've got those scripts available inside of the Dubb teleprompter. Where do you see the Dubb teleprompter? Everywhere. The Dubb mobile app, available in the App Store and the Play Store. The Dubb desktop app, available at dubb.com/desktop-app. The Chrome extension, available at dubb.com/Chrome. The website, available at dubb.com. It is everywhere. It's also in the integrations using the Dubb Chrome extension inside of Gmail and LinkedIn and Outlook, and the list goes on. That teleprompter is available everywhere. Record your scripts, write your scripts, add it to your scripts, your Dubb scripts, and you will now have it in your teleprompter. Then all you need to do is to click record. The name of my book is Click Record. I literally wrote a book called Click Record. You can find it in Amazon. This book is how it's so important to click record. You've got a script, you've got a person, you've got a message, you've got a channel. Put it all together, record a video, okay? Use that teleprompter, record your video. That file will save to your phone. You can upload it to Instagram. You can upload it to Dubb. In 1 click, you'll have a URL, calls to action with activity level reporting. Very powerful, my friends. We worked very hard for this to get you more results. That's what we care about most, okay? So we want to see you guys doing this. And the thing that we love to get back is feedback. So let me know in the chat, let me know in the comments if you've had, what success you've had using videos like this, what success you've had. We'd love to hear about that. That really pumps us up, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Another thing that I'll just quickly add here, if you're feeling video phobia, we got you. We know what that is. That's not you. That's this programming that's very easy to deprogram. Video phobia is simply a product of lack of repetition. It's simply a product of not understanding that your goal is to make money. This is not about you. It's not about your videos. You're in the money business. Video makes money. We all know that. We see it every single day, 1,000 times. Be in the money business. The way that you are in the money business is you record videos. Show me one person that's successful and wealthy that's not in the video business and as a result in the money business. It doesn't happen unless it's a trust fund billionaire. Okay. Anyone that's successful is using video. So this is the sign that you've been looking for to use video. Repetition, detach yourself from the video and understand that this is not about you. It's about the end viewer. It's about your client. And this is how you make money in your sleep. Okay. Put my AirPod back in. Rob, thanks. I've got one more bonus one. I'm pumped up here. I've got one more bonus one.
A bonus one. It's bonus Tuesday. It's bonus Tuesday.
Yes, this is bonus Tuesday. I'm so pumped up, you guys. We've had a lot of success stories, and it just fuels us when we hear about success stories. It fuels us up to want to go and do more, to build technology, to iterate, to create content. You know, someone yesterday told me that I'm unique because I'm a technologist, but I'm also like a spokesperson. And I was like, really? I thought everyone's like that. And he's like, no, that's very unique. Most people who are technologists are introverts and they're behind the scenes. And truth be told, I used to be an introvert. I used to be that guy that would not show myself on camera. I was like, oh, let the sales guy do it. I'm just the tech in the back. That was me. And I realized that they were making all the money, they were getting all the credit, and I was getting all the blame. And then I said, if I'm the person that's on the camera, and if I'm the person that's on the pedestal, that's the spokesperson, all of a sudden, now I have the power. I have the power to affect change. I have the power to help people. I have the power to change people's lives. And when I realized that is when my whole world changed. And that's what I want for you guys all. If anyone is feeling video phobic in any way, shape, or form, please put the word videophobia in the comments. I love to get that word because I know that it's not your fault. And I know that voice in your head, that ex-partner, the spouse, the ex-boss, the person, the stranger on the street, the weird comment on an Instagram video that you did that says, you have a face for radio. You shouldn't be doing this. This doesn't make any sense. You stutter too much. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is lame. Are you trying to be an influencer now? Like all those weird negative comments. Folks, that is not your problem. That is their problem. Unfortunately, when people say negative things, it's because of, unfortunately, something that they're struggling through. It has nothing to do with you.
Well said. Well said, Ruben. As always, well said, well videoed, well
Yeah.
chronicled.
Okay. The last bonus video is, okay, let me take a quick breath. Let me get myself prepared. I was prepping all this before. Okay, this is it. All right, Rob, this one's for you.
I'm ready.
Okay. Okay, here it is. I'm using this tool basically every day now. Okay. If I meet with someone and I want to send up, and if I meet with someone and I want to send a follow-up email to them, which happens all the time. You meet someone in an elevator, you meet someone in a conference room, you just had a meeting with them, you just pitch someone, they express their interest, you take a photo of their business card, you bump your phones on LinkedIn, and what happens most of the time? Absolutely nothing. You completely forget to follow up, they forget to follow up, and it's a lost moment, okay? Folks, I don't want you to do that anymore. I don't want you to bump your phone and connect contacts where you never follow up. There's all sorts of apps out there where you can, oh, let's bump our phones and we'll share each other's contact. And then a year later, you have a phone that's filled with contacts and you have no idea who these people are. What we need to be doing in real time is following up while we're right in front of them. And the cool thing about this is that you can share the tech that you're using and also provide your affiliate link. So there's a way to share your contact information, to follow up with the person, all automatically in the back end. And then if you want to make some extra cash using the Dubb referral program, you can also share your referral link. So let's take a look at what that means. Imagine this. You just met with someone and you want to follow up with them. That's the use case, okay? You don't want to lose this contact. You want to keep the conversation going. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay. So here's my good friend Rob. I just met him. I said, research his company and send him a short personalized email about Dubb Agent. That's my business. Now you do this about your business. I just did this about my business because it's trained on my business, but you write this for your business. Okay. And I said, give him my booking link. And then sure enough, here's what it does. It goes and it researches his company. It figures out where he lives. It figures out what his title is. It figures out everything about the information. And it asks me, what do you want to do? So correction. It sends the email, sent, email delivered to Rob. And then it asks me, what can I do next? So at this stage, I can say, add to my CRM. I can do that. I can say, write a script for a personalized video. That's another prompt that I can do. The sky's the limit here, folks. Rob, did you get the email?
Oh, absolutely. And I'm already impressed. I'm ready to click on your booking link here. What's going on? I mean, look at this. Let me share my screen. I'll show you. Look at this. Hey, delivered.
Finish the tutorial and share in the magic trick, we have to show the bunny rabbit reappear. Otherwise, everyone thinks that the bunny rabbit died.
Are you ready? Here's the bunny rabbit. Here's the rabbit. Oh, hey, who's this? Oh, Ruben Dewey sent me something. Hey, Rob, quick thought for you. I'm always trying to think. All right, AI, leave this at the end. Hey, is this worth a 15-minute look? Hey, I got a link here. Let me click on this. What we got here? Hey, there's that guy. Looks a little bit like him. Looks a little bit like there he is. And then I'm gonna book a time in his calendar. Boom. Look at that. That's such a great example of just efficiency with Dubb Agent. Look at this. Nice personalized message written right here and delivered. And then one click, and I'm right here in his calendar, and we're ready to go. That's the magic rabbit right there from the magic trick.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. I mean, I want you to think about this now. Put this all into let's connect the dots here. Let's connect the dots here, my friends. We are meeting people all the time. We are getting emails, we're scanning business cards, we're doing all sorts of stuff. Now is the chance to start doing the connections, okay? Nobody wants contacts. We want connections. So no more contacts. I'm tired of people saying, check out this app that I have where you bump my phone and we share contact information. So every time I go to a conference, there's another app that shows me how to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to start the conversation. I want an email in my sent folder with your name and your contact information in my CRM so that I have a track. That's what I want. And guess what? The Dubb agent, all available in SMS, I can say, add a note to the CRM. I say, hey, Rob's got great hair. He's from Boston. Favorite team, the Celtics. Favorite player, Larry Bird. It's going to add that information. And now next time I call Rob, like, Rob, did you see the Celtics game? I mean, if it's in season, of course.
It'd be great if you said that and it wasn't. That's a quick lesson for anybody in sales. Make sure it's the right season if you're asking about something like that. There you go.
You know, imagine that. Be like, Rob, how's Santa Clarita? I hear it's like 105 degrees over there. You know?
You're close, 107.
You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that, you guys. Just put this all together. No more contacts. We need connections, my friends. We need connections. Yesterday, I was on a call with my very good friend, Jeffrey Gitomer, the king of sales. He wrote the book, The Little Red Book of Selling, over 1 million copies sold, and the Sales Bible. Great friend, great author, great leader. I said, hey, Jeffrey, check out this Dubb agent. It generates leads for you. He says, Ruben, I don't want leads. I want a sale. And it was such a great line. I don't want leads. I want a sale. That's the mindset that we're thinking in. We don't want contacts. We want connections. We want clients. We want commissions. We don't want leads. We want sales. We want revenue. We want income. And that is the mindset shift. Because the thing that we are so rooted in is results. Results is where it's at. We are not in the software business. We are not in the AI business. We are in the results business, my friends. And we keep seeing it. And you guys are the people that pump us up. And we're so grateful for the opportunity. Really ecstatic about that.
That was great, Ruben. Thanks. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Ruben on the move. Ruben on the move. He's got all kinds of moves. That was perfect. You had the double dribble. Yeah, you had the reverse. You had the slam. You had the reverse layup. You had a nice little soft jumper. Everything worked out great. It was perfect.
Thanks, Rob. Appreciate that. How's everyone doing?
We have Bill. Bill Curtis has his hand up.
Oh,
so
nice.
Bill
Cool.
is a
All right, I'm done
long-time.
talking. I'll shut up now.
Yeah, Bill's a long time, when they call it radio first time, long time. This is definitely not first time and definitely a long time. Bill knows his way around software. Could probably teach it at this point. What's up, Bill?
No, actually, it must have been an accident that it came up.
Oh, really? Wait, the pressure's
Hey,
on.
now you're on the spot.
You got to say
now
something.
You got to ask a question.
Yeah. What do you got?
Well, I told this to Darius. 'Cause I used you guys because of the video, and he knows I've told him how I use it, and it helps. I don't have to talk to as many people because I can answer their questions with a video, point to things, whatever, and it helps. I know AI is the new thing and it's great, and I've told him on several times already. I just can't make the leap for me because, I guess it's because I'm older and I don't want to be super busy. I don't want to have 300,000 people following me and reaching out to me. I just used it to answer somebody's question, but I haven't made, there's people on here that they seem like they're really, really, really into it. I just haven't been able to make the connection. And to me, this is only me saying this. Not that you've gotten away from the video, but there was more of an emphasis on AI, That's why I haven't been on as much as I usually am. I try to get on, but sometimes I have other issues. But
Bill, I was going to let you know I haven't, because I haven't seen you in a minute. We consolidated all the training, so instead of it being separate trainings, one for AI, one for video, one for real estate, we just have one solid session now every single weekday. Same session, covers all topics, whatever people need help with. So that's sort of the difference. Yeah.
It's like 1 to 3, I think, right?
Something like that.
Your time is, I guess it would be like 10 to
yeah, exactly.
1 or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Because do you still have, because I clicked just now because the real estate thing, and it says it's tomorrow.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna cancel that one. I was just making sure we got everyone transferred over from the old registrations into this new event. Like for anyone that was registered, we registered them for this one. But I'll send out the final notice for tomorrow for that one because no, there's almost no point. We'll cover all the same topics here. If we have real estate folks, real estate support, we got it all in one place.
No, it's good. It's good that you're on a long time, because like I said, when people come in
every day,
I learn, somebody will say something, and I learn. Like yesterday, Ruben was talking to Jai.
Yeah.
And he was talking about debt. And I made a comment, and Jai actually said, yeah, that's the problem. But he called it, what was the thing he said? He made the person like a business. Well, there is no business. The business is the person.
Right.
And we never finished the conversation because, again, I'm older. If I was younger, a lot of times when I was younger, you chase things. You're trying to, you're trying to steer people because you can help them. And where I'm at now, it's like they either want help.
Right.
Well, I use the same line. They got to do their own push-ups.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
I quoted at the gym today, but I can't do the push-ups for you, and I'm not going to do it.
I'll say this, Bill, about the AI thing. We had another gentleman in here. Most of our real estate agents are probably closer to your age. They're not young whippersnappers or whatever. Not like in their 20s or 30s or even 40s. Usually they're typically 50s and 60s. And
that's young.
No, I know. Yeah, but closer to your age is what I mean. And what they're doing is they're taking things that like a CSV. Literally, our buddy John was on here today telling us he used to spend a lot of time in a CSV file trying to like add a property or keep track of things in a CSV file. And he just realized the other day he never has to open a CSV file again because he can just take the file and add it to AI and say whatever he wanted to do with 1 or 3 or 10 different CSV files at the same time that would have taken him hours to do. He can just do instantly with AI. He gives it the file and says, do all the things that would take me 3 hours to go clean this up. Add stuff, find out what's missing, alphabetize it, compare these two sheets or anything like that would have taken make your eyes bleed, right? Or hurt. It doesn't have to happen anymore. So I think the most important applications for AI, I've said this before, is just where are you looking to improve efficiencies, or where are you struggling in a business, or where are you saying I need more of this or less of that, and then that's the place to apply it. So for our buddy John, he's like, I need less time in these CSV files. I absolutely do not want to make my eyes hurt, give me a migraine looking at these CSV files anymore, and I need my contacts to be organized and to get my marketing messages. So he's solving those two problems, right? Something he needs and something he didn't want with one task. So that's what it comes down to, is trying to find those things that you're like, hey, I spend too much time doing this. I don't want to spend time doing this anymore. And here's something that if I had more time or more energy or more whatever, I might go do this. And often those two things can be one and the same, just like it was with John. More end result, less, time hurting his eyeballs.
Well, see, then I am getting it because
when I use AI to a client, you just sit there and read their question and think about it deeply and then type some things and then think and then type and just copy the whole thing, throw it in and say, enter. And because if you train your AI on the book you wrote, on your videos, on your school, which it can be, right? It knows everything that you have given it, everything that you have written in your book and wrote on a page and said in a video. It has access to all that information. So it's going to answer it on your behalf. And then the other part of this, Bill, is that could all happen automatically as well, right? Like you got the email, and instead of you looking at your phone and going, oh, I got this email, let me just copy this. Let me go to the AI tool. Let me, enter this chat. Let me paste it. Instead of that, you open your email and you say, oh, I got a question from somebody. Oh, my AI already drafted the response perfectly in my voice. Oh, let me just click send. So instead of the 5 minutes of copying and pasting and generating a response and reviewing the response and then sending it, it's reduced to 10 seconds or so. right? Open the email. Oh, here's the drafted response. I like that response. Hit send. So that same thing that you just applied AI for it can do exactly that, but it could also do the next step of that, of answering all those questions, any questions for both of your businesses automatically in either email from one account, right? For pennies a day.
Yeah.
So I think that's, like I said, a good place to start. And at least you don't have to send the drafts. You just have to say, hey, you know what? Yeah, I really like what it said here, and I didn't have to do anything myself. Or you'd say, I'd rather write and copy and paste, or do these things myself for now. But again, that's probably not much time. Like, how much time of your day would you actually spend doing that? Less than an hour, I assume. But total, like, what we find out what your biggest time sucks are in your business, what's taking the most time, and then what are things that you'd want to do if you had more time, or just whatever. Because like you said, I don't want to talk to 300,000 people. I want to talk to 1,000 people. And so then your problem would be, what if you could generate the leads and talk, you without talking to them, without meeting with them, and convert more of those people. So you just had more positive result, but not more negative result. Then I would say, okay, well, now we're talking about AI workflows to analyze all your contacts. See who's clicking, watching, and opening, answering the questions. It's going to follow up with them and say, hey, John, I saw you're watching all my videos, but didn't take a policy yet. What's it going to take for you to finally take a difference? And you're like, and then he's like, I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And then it answers his objection for you on your behalf, right? You're not selling anymore. You're just sitting there, telling the AI what to do. So I imagine that could be beneficial for you, where you're getting more clients to use their policy, right? To take from their policies and things, but not you having to meet more people and sell more and respond more messages. That is, I think, a very real possibility that the AI could do for you by just simply automating your emails.
Yeah, well, like, I get, on the Slack thing.
No more Slack either, Bill. That's not required anymore either. You can do it from your cell phone in a text message. So like, you could open your text message on your iPhone or Android, whatever, and say, hey, Dubb AI, go clean up my email. Go tell me who, whatever, send the email. You don't have to go to Slack anymore. And you don't even have to go to the website or a desktop computer. You could do it all from your phone, right, in a text message, or in your voice on the website.
Bill, can I give you a gift, Bill?
Sure.
Okay, and this is a gift. I have a gift for Bill, and I have a gift for Darius. I'm gonna turn on my camera here, and I'm gonna give you guys an unbelievable new feature update on Dubb. I was testing this. I wanted to make sure it was working really well. I'm really proud of this. Darius actually asked for this feature, and I think he's going to be pleased with this. Okay, so I'm going to give you a video tutorial here on how you can scan any image, process it with AI, and then do sales efforts. So I'm going to repeat myself here. I'm going to give you a video tutorial on how you can scan any image and use AI to process it to do your sales efforts. Now, my favorite use case of this is scanning someone's business card. How often does that happen? We've got a business card and we say, what do we do with this? I got a business card here. What do I do with it? Most of the time, we get rid of it. We throw it. It becomes a toothpick, like what my dad used to do, and it ends up in the trash, okay? Gone are the days where we have a stack of business cards that we did nothing with. Here's what we do instead. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so I'm going to go to my trusty Dubb agent inside of SMS. Okay, and all I got to do is upload an image. So here's an image of a business card. I took a photo of it. I uploaded it from my gallery. And guess what the Dubb agent did? It processed the information. This is using OCR technology, optical character recognition. It scanned the image. It put all the information of the person. And guess what it's going to do? It's going to say, what do you want me to do next? Do you want me to search for them? Do you want me to add them to your CRM? Do you want me to send them an email? So what if you just said, what if you had a memory inside of Dubb? Anytime I scan a business card, here's a really interesting automation. What if anytime you scanned an image of a business card, what if anytime, I'm going to repeat myself, what if anytime you scanned an image of a business card, there was a memory inside of the Dubb agent to send them an email and to update your CRM? How much time would you save every single day? Just think about that for a second. Imagine being at a business conference. Imagine being at a seminar. You know, the seminars that we go to in downtown, we're in that room, we're all starving until like 1:30 when they serve lunch. And all those people that we meet and all those business cards that we get, imagine if you just scan the phone, and it's a cool trick too, but you scan that image and then you did the follow-ups. I want you guys to be thinking about connections, not contacts anymore. Because what do connections mean? Connections means clients, clients means commissions. That was my gift for you, Bill, Darius. Hope you guys like it.
Thank
Right
you.
on, Ruben. All right. Well, do we have anything else for today? We're at the hour, top of the hour, 2 hour. Guys, I think we're wrapped for the evening, the afternoon.
So
Thank
let me
you,
ask
guys.
this quickly.
Go ahead, Phil.
You
Sorry, go
guys,
ahead.
you guys are on from 1 to 3?
Not
Well-
always. Sometimes we'll maybe end at 90 minutes or so, but we're
Okay.
over an hour every day. Yes, sir.
So you start at 10 o'clock your time, right?
10 Pacific. Yes, sir.
Okay, all right. Because I kind of noticed sometimes I click and I get on right at the end. And
Yeah.
you seem like my time you'd be
Right. It used to be 11:30, and that's where the original join time was 11:30. We moved everything back to 10 a.m. Yes, sir.
Right. Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was kind of getting there by. I just clicked in now. I go, oh shit, the thing's
Right.
on.
It came
and
at
it
the
said-
end. No,
Yeah.
that's
So then I went to the other link.
right.
And I go, okay, they must be changed. They must have changed some things.
Change it up
Because it's good
every
to
day.
come.
Yes, sir. Every day now.
Yeah. All right. Thanks.
All right, brother. See you soon.
All right.
Ruben, thank you, guys. See you in a little bit.
Thank you.
All
Bye,
right.
everybody.
Bye-bye. Appreciate you guys.